3 games. Got a 2nd and 9 setting up in more than advantageous territory. They go up the gut of that Lions defense.
What I'm seeing from the Lions right now is when they play man.
And to Edwards here. The Lions will try to get a stop on a big 3rd down coming up. Get the offense maybe back out on the field. The Steelers used one of their timeouts before.
And, you know, we got a guy down.
Looks like Broderick Martin, who had a good game last week and could be a good depth piece on the interior behind Onzarike, Reeder, and Ali McNeil when the regular season rolls around. By the way, we're going to get back to the talk about this.
And score if you don't get an explosive play, and for them to have that many so far early in the season, that's a big-time performance by this offense.
Kyler Murray, his 3rd win of the game. This one, he just didn't like anything downfield. 3 possessions. 3 who went out earlier for the Lions was back. This is Derek Barnes, who has come up to the D-line to play a little from the linebacker spot. Let's check in with Carissa Thompson. Time now for a game break.
Thanks, Chris.
To the sideline, Ben Neiman and Malcolm Rodriguez are out there at linebacker. And Kendall Vildor has come out to play the corner spot for Terrell. All he needs is 2. Benson has it. DiMercado carries this time as the 3rd down back, and he's short.
Well, we're fixing to find out if it's 4-down territory, aren't we?
Yeah, here comes James Conner. So
just good ball placement can usually result in a completion.
There's Elliott, first carry of the game for him, and he gets in there in a short gain there. I know they ran it there, but the Cowboys are kind of taking your cue. You felt they had to be aggressive throwing the ball and almost forget the run early.
Yeah, get out to a lead. Out there, can't quite tell Pico.
Yeah, want to just hit Prescott, so take a look at him. And while they do that, you know what, we'll take a quick break. Injury timeout. They'll look at Petco. 7-3. Well, Kyle Petco, defensive lineman for the Lions, goes and gets checked out. And I know you hated that run call there. You want him to keep throwing it, don't you?
I like that.
I'll let the play happen first, and then I'll tell you more.
Sounds great. 2nd and 5. Pressure on Prescott. There is Aidan Hutchinson, the league sack leader, for his first of the day. Go ahead, EA.
And he was happy with his defense right there, too, saying how well they've done on 2nd and 3rd down.
Aaron, just for a second, Hutchinson is hurt. Oh, boy. I mean, he's their best defensive player. This has been such a great day for the Lions. Hard to totally tell. It's just a heartbreaking scene here in Arlington, and we're not going to show you the replay because we saw it in the break. Trust me, you don't want to see it. Aidan Hutchinson's leg went a very funny way, and obviously major concern for him down on the field. And if you could read lips, sounds like he's saying he broke it, and it's just terrible. And they don't have to worry about it. It goes out of bounds. Amon-Ra St. Brown is pumped. Lions will take over. Well, next Sunday, we kick off a huge day of football on Fox. Special 2-0.
7 of 11 through the air with the pitch out here. Travis Etienne cracked as he tried to turn the corner by Brian Branch. It's a gain of 3 to the 33. Again, this defense is working without Aidan Hutchinson, who had 7 sacks, injured mid-October down in Texas. They're also without Marcus Davenport. John Commit.
Yet his numbers were so impressive early in the season that that he's still on all those lists.
There is a player down for the Lions. It is Alex Anzalone, and we talked with him the other day. He is a terrific linebacker for this team. It looks like they're paying attention to that shoulder and arm. Great conversation with him the other day. And he is going right to the locker room.
See that left arm gets extended. he pulls it back right away. Having such a great season.
He is.
A huge part of this.
Reminding us, he said our defense kept us in the Houston game 2 weeks ago.
That's right.
What a kick. Take it back at the 7-yard line by Khalif Raymond. Out to the 20. 57-yard punt. Moments ago, the Lions' Khalif Raymond injured on the return. He's one of the leaders in the locker room. One of the top return men in the entire NFL.
And he also does a lot. He has a big role in that offense. It looks like Shane Zylstra might have landed on top of him. He goes into the blue tent, but he does a lot on this offense. He blocks.
Williams connects. They've got the first. DJ Moore. What a play. A crosser, and the Chicago Bears have life again with 3 minutes to go.
Remember who got
out? An interception. 2nd and 10. In trouble. Able to run away from the heat. And dumps it off to Moore. Nice play there. That's what you saw a lot from Caleb Williams when he was at USC.
Yeah.
Improvising. Doing that kind of magical work that
giving him the time he needs and wants, and that's really just a unique, great play by Caleb Williams, creating something out of nothing.
Now you got Malcolm Rodriguez, the linebacker. And Malcolm Rodriguez is heading right to the locker room. Again, it's starting to get thin on that defensive unit.
You could argue they have 9 starters down.
Yep, Nowaski comes in for the Trace. They're 32-8 in their last 40 regular season games. Handoff goes to Davis. That's a staggering 80% as the flag comes out.
Well, to Trace's point about Brad Holmes just being aligned with Dan Campbell, these two have the same. What team can evaluate talent a little bit better? Because it's parity. Everything's built to be even. So if you get a guy like Brad Holmes and then you connect him with Dan Campbell,
that are so aligned.
Totally agree.
Both sides of it.
It's so key. And when that's not aligned, I mean, you really don't have a chance against the good teams who have that. And Dan Campbell.
Allen sliding again to his right, to the end zone. He throws it. It's knocked away. Going for Hollins. And that's Branch. Those two were jawing just a few minutes ago, and there's a lot of lip on the field between those two. Back and forth they go.
Branch has been outstanding this year.
We got a Lion defender down. We'll step aside for a moment. They brought out the cart. So lower leg injury to Khalil Dorsey, and it's gruesome. Don't only show it to you once. Number 30 coming in here. And his foot gets completely turned around. So they brought out the cart, and there's an entire team that's on the field. They're in full support. 3rd and 12. Good tackle that time as Shakir is stopped short of the chains by Robertson. One of the players we said has to step up on this down.
You were exactly right. He plays inside, and he's going to be on Shakir a bunch. He wins that down as long as there's not a penalty.
We got a injured Lion, and it's a big one. Aleem McNeil.
Oh, they can ill afford to lose him. And Tracy told us they've gotten a lot of their defensive linemen back for today, and they were excited about that. And he's been playing as well as anybody on this team.
That's not a good sign because the player knows. I think they've had to do what they've done this year without Hutchinson, without Davenport, with Anzalone, who's going to come back. McNeil's, we'll call it the 4-yard line to start this series. Backing up and setting up a screen for Montgomery. He's got a nice game to get him out of that pickle. Picks up 13.
What a...
Here's the pass. On the mark. St. Brown has the first down.
After that last play, David Montgomery came limping off the field, went straight to the bench. They're looking at his right knee. He's doing a little hopping and some jogging. I'll get you a full evaluation as soon as I get something from the Lions, but certainly something to watch.
Of course, he's such a vital part of this offense, one of the major engines with 12 touchdowns. part of the Sonic and Knuckles combo, he and Gibbs.
As elite a running back duo as there is in the league.
I think it's the best.
Fox punting from the 20. Flag as Fox was taken down. Downs from the 10. Will it be running into him or roughing the kicker? That is the question.
Let's take a look at it, Kenny. And
Debo is out to about the 38, maybe the 39, 36-yard return. And here comes Brock Purdy. He was 4th in the MVP voting last year. Took his injuries, and I'd say that's a pretty long list. As you see up front, including Aidan Hutchinson, he went down, was leading the league in sacks with 7.5. The first 5 games before he broke his leg at Dallas in the middle of October. They've lost 3 really good linebackers and then 3 guys on the back end. But here they are with a record.
Darnold looking, trying to scramble and keep it alive, throwing, incomplete. They've stopped them again. Terrion Arnold makes the play. The Detroit Lions defense having a night. The pass for Addison, incomplete.